Unbelievable. Not just the vision to see the pass, but completed on time and on target.
On a rope. Kuz. Went like a book. Lakers up by 20. 8 minutes left in the game. LeBron. Silly.
Now you're seeing the advantages of having a Rondo, an experienced point guard, with LeBron playing off the ball there will be critical down the stretches.
Now they're just having fun. Does he have one more in him? Fish. This is ridiculous. The Hawks just cannot wait. I mean, yeah, they had fun in LA at night, but not inside that arena. How about this big game? The no-look alley-oop to the flying Kyle Kuzma.
A la Magic Johnson right there, looking to the sidelines. I've seen that before. Nice dime, nice finish.
Everyone's loving that one. All smiles. Caruso to Kuz. Bang.
Two of the three guys in double digits off the bench.
Yeah. Mamba out.
Assists he makes.
7 Lakers in double figures. 122 to 101. The Lakers improved to 11-2 this season. That's best in the NBA. They've won 11 of 12 since that opening night loss. They've won 4 in a row, so they've started a new streak. LeBron with 33, Kuz 17, AD 14.
And, you know, offensively, he's just, you know, his shot making, his decision making, 0 turnovers, 12 assists. I mean, you're kidding me? We talked about it in the film session the other day that, you know, his assist totals are up, but his ball security in the last few games is remarkably low. And that's special when you're having the usage that he has. So, you know, he's playing as good as I've seen him.
Frank, in regards to that production, what do you think goes into him being able to do that in an efficient manner?
Well, it's just his mind. You know, I mean, he's one of the best decision makers to ever play the game. He's got more firepower around him right now than, you know, he's probably had in years. With a guy like Anthony Davis out there, and the lob threats we have at the rim and the shooters we have around him. So I think the environment around him is better. And, you know, obviously he's very motivated, you know, from how things went for his first year with the Lakers. And, you know, he's playing at a special level.
Frank, obviously, such a rich history with this franchise. Kobe Bryant was sitting courtside. Several players greeted him throughout the course of the game. The crowd acknowledged him several times. What does that do for the atmosphere, and what was it like for your team to have Kobe in the building?
Well, I got chills when the crowd started going nuts, you know, at his presence. And he deserves it. You know, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, and one of the greatest players of all time. We're very lucky to have him here in attendance, and you know, definitely energized the crowd and our team.
I was just curious if you were as surprised as the rest of us by Danny Green's dunk at the end of the first half, and just what you think make of that play.
No, I think he got a little boost. I got to see it on tape. I don't know if that was all Danny, you know, reaching the top of the backboard to throw that one down, but that was an electric play for sure.
Frank, we talked before about LeBron's minutes and trying to give him a rest when he plays like he did tonight, and when he gives, I mean, I think he was plus 41 in his minutes
at
in the first
halftime.
Half. Does it just kind of fight every instinct you have not to kind of play him the full complement of minutes?
You know, I have a good mindset for balance. You know, I mean, obviously you guys playing at a level of a plus 41 and a half. I mean, you know you can use him at your disposal, and he's going to be effective, and he's going to dominate the game the way he's dominating. But you know, we're still going to have a big picture mindset, you know, with everything that he's doing, and just have that mindset.
All right, you heard Frank Vogel right there talking about the mindset of this team and LeBron James. I know we've all touched on it as well, but the Lakers have taken advantage of Fish, and they're playing well defensively at home, and they're taking care of business.
They are, but this starts last year.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. I mean, the coaching staff is new. There are several new members of this team, but this started with, to me, LeBron's experiences last year. KCP, Rondo, Kuz, a number of guys, kind of a core nucleus of guys that felt frustrated, they felt disappointed, they felt like in some ways their season was hijacked, and they came back this year meaning business. Everybody trained hard in the offseason, came back in great shape. There is purpose and there is intent in what they are doing. This is not an accidental great start to the season. And they're building a foundation quickly here that will allow them to sustain some bumps and bruises throughout the season that naturally happen, right? But this great start, it allows you to have a couple nights where it doesn't go well for you in January or February because of the foundation they've established in November.
Yeah, I mean, last year this was a team, if healthy, I think they would have made the playoffs.
Yep, might have too.
Maybe it would have been, 8th or 7th spot. So, they know they were better. Even when they were healthy, I think they know they were better in some of the games they were losing. So that's a motivation in itself. LeBron, obviously, Kuz, was on the trading blocks. They decided to keep him. That was a big incentive for him to come back. And then you have guys like Dwight Howard coming in. All the missing pieces started to come into play. So they still have some work to do, but this start out of the blocks, it's a serious one, and they seem to be aware of how important it is to come out of the blocks and beat the teams they're supposed to beat.
And Allie, Fish is right. It did start last year, and a big component of that is not making the playoffs. LeBron James, for 8 straight years, went to the finals. When he joined the Lakers last year, it was after his 8th consecutive trip to the finals. He had 5.5 months off.
Say that again?
5.5 months off.
How many trips to the finals?
8 straight. 8.
To do, but this start out of the blocks, it's a serious one, and they seem to be aware of how important it is to come out of the blocks and beat the teams they're supposed to beat.
And Allie, Fish is right. It did start last year, and a big component of that is not making the playoffs. LeBron James, for 8 straight years, went to the finals. When he joined the Lakers last year, it was after his 8th consecutive trip to the finals. He had 5.5 months off.
Say that again?
5.5 months off.
How many trips to the finals?
8 straight. 8
Crazy.
straight. When he got to L.A. last year, 8 straight.
My goodness.
If we don't think 5.5 months off for LeBron James is a big part of this start,
Trust me, I was a part of 4 of those, didn't score a single point, and I was exhausted.
Right?
Not one single point, and I was exhausted.
Exactly.
It's a lot, but I think, too, also, just to take from a player's perspective one step further, because it's something that I've had to and wanted to pay attention to see if it would come to fruition, is you mentioned it's a new coaching staff. And there's a message that's been preached. I said it one other time, day one for Frank Vogel. It's been about togetherness and family and fun and doing it as a collective unit. And a lot of what we're seeing success-wise early on is guys doing it as a unit. And there's a lot of fun that's coming from that. So that doesn't go unnoticed when that staff, the guys have to go out and actually play the game and execute it, but there's a game plan put in place every single night, and there's an approach and a mindset every single day that starts at the top.
So many motivated guys. I mean, Dwight's comeback story. AD's never been to the finals. I mean, there's so many guys that are hungry. 69 points, that's the most they've scored in the first half all season. 11 blocks, 6 steals, 15 assists. By the way, they're 46% for 3. That's a half.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta's, they're young.
Not good.
I'm not surprised, especially after the way the Clippers dominated them last night, that the Lakers on a back-to-back game should. I expected this, and they should be doing this in every category.
Ditto.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to enjoy it. Jack in the Box halftime report starts right after this. Hello again, alongside James Worthy and Derek Fisher. I'm Chris McGee. This is the Jack in the Box halftime report. Let's get you out to Staples Center for the first half highlights. Lakers come into this one with the Hawks top the Western Conference. Kobe Bryant in the house for this one. Talking to Stu, saying hi to AD. JaVale with the massive block. LeBron grabs the ball, finds Danny Green in transition, sets up LeBron for the alley-oop.
Yeah, I mean, McGee, we always talk about, AD, but McGee's doing a great job of controlling the paint, altering shots, and there's Green from the corner, Geeter.
His third 3 of the quarter. KCP and Green on Trae Young. And it's more defense to offense, Fish.
Defense to offense. KCP getting out with the finish above the rim, and then they're kicking it out to LBJ. Oh, finishing through traffic with the reverse butter roll.
Reverse butter roll. Second quarter, LBJ one-on-one step back. Bury the three. He's got 15 already. And here he is with the sweet spin.